Hi, I'm Kevin, and this is my lesson 11 talk about design patterns. So for this video, the narrator talked about the categories of uh, design patterns. So particularly the ones he mentions here are the fundamental patterns, creational patterns, structural patterns, behavior patterns, and concurrent patterns. Out of these, he selected two patterns that he talks to us about, which is the factory method pattern and the strategy pattern. So for the factory pattern, he talks about how we produce a particular type of structure on how to proceed based on what we're given. So right here, if we look at the code, this is an image render factory that takes in an input string of some type of image. And based on that image, if it's a GIF, then we transfer it into a GIF reader. If it's a JPEG, then we send it to a JPEG reader. So that's how a factory works. I guess like you just depending on the what it needs, it switches to the form of A to B. The strategy pattern. Let me find. So for the strategy pattern, he talks about how we switch from one type of method of handling things to another type of method. So he has four different types of um, type of filtering session. So there's a no filter. There's a filter that starts with T, longer than 5 filter, and the palindrome filter. So this one just selects all the words with starts with a T in the beginning. This one selects all the words that has 5 letters or more. And palindromes are if they can be spelled backward and forward the same way. Um, but based on the way he handles it, he checks the strategy on which it meets. So it takes in the buffer reads the line checks and see what kind of methods it's using. If it is a different method, then it goes to strategy and switches the strategy and changes the method of how it's done. Um, so the rest of it just talks about how do we choose the pattern, and I think this was about it. Just understanding what we're trying to do and applying which one makes sense. Yeah, and not selecting wrong patterns and try to forcefully force our way into our patterns as well. Yeah, so that's my summary of what's going on. Thank you.